May I open this ceremony this afternoon by welcoming all of you to the University of Newcastle, and a very special welcome to those who've come here, perhaps for the first time, as family and friends of today's graduates. We hope you will enjoy this ceremony of celebration. This afternoon we'll be conferring awards on those who've satisfied the Council of the University that they've met requirements for admission to awards in the Faculty of Education. In the printed program there's a list of prizes which have been awarded on the basis of academic merit. Could I now congratulate each one of today's graduates? I do so for myself and on behalf of the University Council and indeed the whole university. We congratulate you for the efforts that you've made, for your achievement. You've reached the goal that you set yourself. Perhaps it took a long time for some. Perhaps it took a lot of effort. But there it is. Now you can be proud that you've got there. You're here today. And that pride, I'm sure that you will share with the families, with your families and friends, with everyone who's supported you through the difficult times, the traumas, the late nights, the coffee cups, the tension before exams, and so on. Because today is a day when we share the achievement, your achievement, with your academic staff, friends and families, all here together. It is indeed a pleasure for all of us to see that you are here, that you've achieved your goal. You're moving in, or perhaps already are working in the field of education, a most important and responsible profession in Australia today, when so much of our future depends on the quality of our education. So it can truly be said that part of our future lies in your hands, and I'm sure that what you take away from the university will stand you in good stead in the years ahead, because truly in your professional work you do represent this university wherever you are in Australia or elsewhere. These are difficult times, we know, and there may be some of you who are still looking for opportunities. But whether you are working or still looking, we wish you well, and the university will offer whatever assistance and support it can in starting your careers. But though you are perhaps starting new careers and going to a new beginning, we hope that won't end your connection with the University of Newcastle. By graduating, by taking your awards today, you become full members of the university convocation. That's the fellowship of everyone who's passed through the university and received an award. And in that way, you'll be informed of what's going on here, you'll be kept in touch with the university, and we hope you'll visit and take part in our activities from time to time. And whether you work in this profession now or whether you're coming back for further studies, and whatever role you've chosen for yourself in the immediate future, we wish you all good fortune. Hope it goes well for you, and that what you've learnt here and the friendships you've made here will last you throughout your lives. We'll be moving on in a little while to the award ceremony, but we start with the award of an honorary degree. And I'd now like to invite Dr. Caldwell, who is Dean of the Faculty of Education, to present the candidate for admission to an honorary degree in the Faculty of Education.
Chancellor, Mr. Alan Francis Beard was born in Croydon, Sydney. He attended Croydon Public School and Summerhill Opportunity Class. He then moved to Fort Street Boys High, where he was Senior Prefect and won a teaching scholarship and university exhibition to Sydney University, where he graduated with the BSc and Diploma in Education. Mr. Beard has been an exemplary exponent of teaching and teacher leadership. He began as a mathematics teacher at Canberra High in 1954, where he achieved excellent student results and established an innovative hobbies period across the school. In 1963, he became head teacher of mathematics, and as well as directing a mathematics department described as vibrant, he was instrumental in staff development, school organisation and musical production, and was the prefect's master. In 1968, he became a mathematics inspector in Sydney, and in 1969, he became an area secondary inspector in the Western region based in Bathurst. Here again, he was strongly involved in staff development programs. In 1972, he began his leading role in educational management, becoming Assistant Director of Education for the Hunter region, where he has remained, giving 20 years of consistent and innovative leadership. During these years, he was involved in the conversion of the inner city schools to co-educational comprehensives and in the development of specialist programs, including disadvantaged schools programs, consultancy services, in-service and special education. Of particular note during that period were the developments involving Education Week, the promotion of school bands and classical ballet in the region, and the Performing Arts Festival. Mr. Beard's role in the development of the marching koalas and performing arts in high schools is widely recognised. In 1981, he became the Director of the Hunter region, moving subsequently to Director General of Education. In these roles, he was able to foster further the performing arts area, support pioneering developments in teaching of languages other than English, and joint school TAFE programs, and generally create a climate open to innovation. Community support for education in Newcastle has reached a notable high during Mr. Beard's 2 decades of leadership. This contribution to the region has extended well beyond his career parameters. He has been strongly involved with life-saving, Scouts, church activities, the Duke of Edinburgh Award, the Australian Council for Educational Administration, the Council of the Newcastle CAE, and the University of Newcastle Council. He has continuously cooperated and collaborated strongly with the Faculty of Education through various consultative mechanisms. Mr. Beard has also been a model of physical fitness, being an avid sailor, surfer, cyclist, golfer and tennis player, and his physical presence in these engagements has been a constant inspiration to pupils and teachers alike. In his drive and gentle determination to promote a better education system in the community of Newcastle, Mr. Beard has displayed the exemplary characteristics of 3 Old Testament luminaries: Ezekiel, who was enlightened by great visions, which others sometimes found difficult to comprehend because these insights were too different from prevailing norms; Abraham, who, though comfortably situated, heeded the call to journey into new areas of achievement; and Daniel, who sometimes stood alone and under criticism, but remained ever faithful to his beliefs. Mr. Beard, as visionary, pioneer and stalwart, has been a true friend to education, the community and the university. And it is with great pleasure that I present Mr. Alan Francis Beard for admission to the honorary degree of Doctor of Education, which is most fittingly the first award of this degree.
In the name of the Council, in the name of the Council and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit you to the honorary degree of Doctor of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have pleasure in inviting Dr. Beard to deliver to us the occasional address. Dr. Beard.
Chancellor Evatt, Vice-Chancellor Mortley, distinguished guests, particularly those who have travelled some distance to attend, and university members. There are a number of ways in which a person's professional life can be recognised over and above the normal employer rewards and those which come from peers and close friends. And I will always be grateful that the Council of the University of Newcastle has chosen this way to give me recognition. I have long been conscious that a better academic badge would have served me well in my quest to contribute to a better education for our children. My excuse has always been the constant demands that go with the daily operations of the school education enterprise. It is nice at this stage to be reassured about the quality of my effort. Chancellor, please tell the Council I appreciate their gesture very, very much. In accepting, I'm very conscious that this recognition is indeed shared by the many wonderful people who have supported education with me over the years. I confess that I gaze out on this year's graduates in education with mixed feelings. But firstly, may I congratulate you all for the achievements, for your individual achievements, and included there, I congratulate your families for the support they have given you in striving to get to this point of your careers. You are at the threshold of possibly 40 years of involvement in the education enterprise, and I'm looking back over a similar time of involvement. Most of the parameters of formal education today are still recognisable as those that applied when I began. The major change in my lifetime has been the extent of formal education achieved by most and the range of subjects available to students today compared to the fixed curriculums available when I began. In that time, Australia and most of the Western world has progressed through the belief in the 60s that Valhalla was just around the corner to the reality today that as the third world achieves its share of essential resources, our comparative standards are indeed decreasing, and that the challenges facing us are as great or greater than they have ever been. It would be easy in the circumstances to be pessimistic. The wonder is that all around in our field of endeavour, I see much optimism and reason for optimism. If I can leave any message with you today, it is that such optimism is not only justified, it is essential if we are to create the kind of world we and our fellows deserve and wish. An essential step in believing in the future is some understanding of the nature of human activity as we move into the third millennium. The best clue to this is the description of the average Australian as revealed by the most recent census. That person is aged in the early 30s, most likely a clerk, and as a matter of interest, in a family earning around $35,000 a year. There was a time when the average person in Australia would have been a rural worker. Again, there was a time when that person would have been a factory worker. Today, the average person works with figures or ideas, with pieces of paper or, more likely, a keyboard. The average person today is not helping to produce food or make things. Today, the average person is involved in some way in providing one of the multitude of services we expect and get. And as that web of services increases and broadens, more and more people will be involved in providing some part of them. This means that productive activity for people is much more likely to require skills of teamwork and abstract thought than in the past, and hence the need for higher levels of educational attainment. Growing needs of this kind have produced a range of directions of development in recent years. No longer do we ignore the gifted and talented because we think they can look after themselves. We need superior attainment, so educators are expected to identify the best minds and nurture them. No longer do we hide behind the belief that nature is hard to overcome through nurture. All students must achieve acceptable levels of achievement while at school. So teachers must find a way for all students to progress. And many teachers are finding that the outcomes of programs such as accelerative learning are providing new challenges in terms of what can be achieved with every child, not just with the brightly compliant. When I began teaching, parents accepted that schools provided that which every child needed to join the workforce. Right to the end of the 60s, completion of the school certificate was sufficient to guarantee a job, and our schools basked in their apparent success. Since then, the changing job market has made our parent clients much more sceptical, resulting in a move within the broad community to demand specific outcomes. This move has not been easy to accept among teachers, used to seeing themselves as the arbiters of a good education. But the point has now been reached when educators generally have accepted that the education industry will be driven and judged by its capacity to deliver the goods in very specific terms. Teachers now must know what they are offering to teach. It must conform with the community's expectations of what students need, and at the end of the day, teachers must be able to demonstrate that they have delivered. And education systems feel the same pressures, but on a much broader scale. Across Australia, curriculums are being rewritten in terms of more specific goals, in terms of competencies, and they are being brought together to avoid the wasteful duplication and overlap of past years. The parents we are serving, the product of our previous educational successes, are watching all of this and are reminding us to keep going. This cleaning out of the cupboard, with its restocking exercise, is offering educators a wonderful opportunity to review educational practices in the classroom and beyond in the light of the experiences students now bring with them. And the technology is rapidly becoming part of all our lives and the imperatives of life as we approach the 21st century. For most people present here today, the place of the Hunter region in current developments is of particular interest. In this regard, the recent census reveals some differences in Hunter demographics compared to the Australian average. In Hunter, the average working person is still more likely to work in a trade, whereas, as I said before, the average Australian works with paper or at a keyboard. What does this tell us about opportunities in the Hunter region? It suggests to me that while activities in our region have diversified greatly, there is clearly a lot of room for further extensive diversification. I believe that if we are to offer our young people the full range of opportunities we would want them to have, this further diversification is not only desirable, but essential. Many of our youth must leave the region to find the opportunities they seek. It will take a broad community effort to change this. How will this change take place? Can we individually contribute to the conditions needed to bring this kind of change about? I believe we can. If sufficient people share a vision for Hunter Region, many small decisions as well as big ones will increasingly support that vision. The vision I support is the one expressed in the Hunter Economic Development Strategy, which was formulated by a broad cross-section of the Hunter people in 1991 and launched last year, and is now contributing basic thinking to many Hunter developments, including the visions and plans of many local government groups. I challenge everyone here to become familiar with this vision and to then reflect it in your daily life. The organisations that can bring more diverse activities to the region must see the kinds of attitudes and spirit they need to achieve their goals when they look into the region. If they see a region in which the people share a vision of an achievable future, and where the actions of many are preparing themselves through education and training for that future, we will see organisations wanting to be here to tap that direction and enthusiasm. I am totally optimistic of what the future can offer. Windows of opportunity are opening up in every field, created by the continuing increasing power of technology. This great hall of new graduates, with fresh knowledge and enthusiasm, must explore these windows. Some of you could well become international leaders in the new directions becoming available. I can't confidently point to a niche you can comfortably fill for the next 40 years, but I'm sure that we are close to a time when educators can deliver to individuals right across the age range and ability range programs that will meet their specific needs. These new capacities in education will bring true hope of more individualised education as well as the promise of lifelong education. In this new era, education will become even more central to the progress of society. Schools, colleges and universities will still be recognisable, but will increasingly vary their approaches to meet the broadening and deepening needs of their students. Which brings me back to today. I'm thrilled to join with all the new graduates present to receive our awards from the Chancellor. I wish you all brilliant futures, and I look forward to being a part of the ongoing life of our alma mater, the University of Newcastle. Thank you.
Well, on behalf of everyone, I'd like to thank Dr. Beard very much for your challenging and inspiring address to us today. Thank you indeed. Now I'll call on Dr. Caldwell, the Dean of the Faculty of Education, to present candidates from that faculty.
Will all candidates for admission to awards undertaken within the Faculty of Education please stand? Chancellor, I present to you the candidates for admission to awards undertaken within the Faculty of Education as specified in the program.
In the name of the Council, and by my authority as Chancellor, I confer the awards specified in the program on all those graduates from the Faculty of Education who are present today, and in absentia on those unable to be present.
Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Art and Special Education, Jodie Ann Long. Cherie Fiona Parrott. Wendy Lee Smith. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Art, Terry Simone Ball. Craig Milton Edwards. Julie Peter Finneran. Sherry Ann Fletcher. Mandy Jane Hanson. David Bruce Hoole. Tony Michelle Howard. Lynn Rita Jones. Wendy Ann McGrath. Justina Carol Mitchell. Airlie Jane Pearson. Jennifer Alexis Pont. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Leonie Dunlop. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Karen Bell Bedding. And with honours, Class 1, Samantha Jane Fruin. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood and Special Education, Lynette Mary Butler. Elizabeth Dawn Donaldson. Jennifer Ann Maguire. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood, Michelle Louise Akerman. Kristen Lee Bailey. Karen Narelle Bergquist. Lynette Ann Best. Lorraine Joy Botchek. Fiona Brennan. Catherine Ann Debenham. Catherine Therese Duggan. Marie Ann Gaffney. Joanne Gardiner. Donna Ann Leishman McMillan. Helen Marie McDonald. Kylie Ann McClennan. Ruth Newman. Lynn Marie O'Donnell. Megan Celeste Parks. Catherine Susan Sipple. Doon Margaret Stewart. Gay Lillian Toos. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Joanne Birkenstein. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education English History, Rachel Lee Andrews. Julie Kathleen Bendai. Vicky Louise Danvers. Michael James Dolby. Deborah Ann Easton. Tony Marie German. Donna Marie McNaughton. Lara Dale Kelly O'Donoghue. Natalie Ann Parsons. Pauline Kim Thomas. And with distinction, Diane Bowes. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Home Economics, Julie Marie Howard. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Home Economics and Special Education, Jennifer Ann Drinkwater. Denise Marie Hain. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Home Economics and Design and Technology, Sharon Lorraine Dummigan. Lisa Michelle Emsley. Louise May Farrell. Gina Michelle Gillette. Nicolee Ann Hodges. Wendy Ann Ingalls. Nicole Justin Kelleher. Lisa Ellen Lillycrap. Anne Marie Moody. Donna Ann Moran. Andrea Pettick. Vicky Fiona Quick. Jacqueline Ann Smith. Bronwyn Gay Stone. Melinda Jane Talbot. Tanya Louise Thomas. Carolyn Varley. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Sandra Elizabeth Howarth. And with honours, Class 1, Geneva Helen Dahl. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Industrial Arts, Technology and Special Education, Stephen Jeffrey Cannon. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Industrial Arts and Design and Technology, Paul Anthony Cleary. Stephen Clefton Cowell. Anthony Joseph DeParlo. Gary Clifford Elvins. Matthew John Ford. Matthew David Honeywell. Mark William Ingram. Patrick John Kennedy. Paul David James Knowles. Sean Michael Lariski. Stephen John Lynn. Richard Adrian McGarry. Michael Stephen Mackenzie Lowe. Robert James Mendham. Carlos Belmain Morrow. Martin Anthony Norton. Grant Ronald Paff. Paul Joseph Rowe. Mark Anthony Shepherd. Jason Lee Smith. Derek Mark Van Kerkhoff. Ross Thomas Walker. David Nicholas Waters. Christopher John Woolcock. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Gerard Brian Byrne. Melissa Ann Kennedy, with honours, Class 2, Division 1. And with honours, Class 1, Peter Raymond Hewish. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Mathematics and Special Education, Virginia Ruth Brown. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Mathematics, Lisa Marie Bailey. Joanne Marie Bullen. Glenn Allen Crameri. Kyle Emerton. Andrew Stephen Gill. Leanne Ruth Hoffman. Jared Lynn. Paul John Allen Oates. Kim Therese Williams. And with distinction, Catherine Ann Croucher. And with distinction, Judith Laurel Jenkins. And with distinction, Michael John Mazzaferri. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Music Education conversion course, Elizabeth Ann Green. Margaret Joy Hatch. Margaret Sims. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Music Education, Laurel Margaret Ainsworth. Bronwyn Bell. Scott Peter Bowden. Jennifer Grace Burgess. Lee Anthony Carroll. Peter Ross Christie. Bruce Lindsay Donaldson. Annette Margaret Doyle. Louise Marie Enright. Jennifer Isabel Faulkner. Ross Lawrence Flynn. David John Campbell Fry. David Andrew Gale. Jeanette Michelle Hayes. Simone Yvette Jones. Jennifer Amy Meadows. Madeline Ann Moy. Joanne Murphy. Julia Therese Nagy. Michaeli Jean O'Halloran. Edward Roy Ryan. Carol Ann Simkus. Sarah Jane Thompson. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Shane DeLacca. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Jane Rebecca Parks. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Natalie Ann Ray. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Kylie Marie Smith. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Yvette Millard. And with honours, Class 1, Carl Anthony Robert Leonard. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Physical Education, Health Science and Special Education, Janine Adele Noble. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Physical Education, Jason Paul Atkins. Karen Bell. Stuart John Bray. Dean Jason Carberry. Megan Jane Cook. Kathy Marie Deegan. Gregory David Sean Douglas. Neil Andrew Goldsmith. Stephen Robert Hanley. Christopher Paul Johnson. Raylene Nicole Johnston. Gillian Catherine Kelly. Vincent Mark Malone. Carolyn Louise Neve. Jane Louise Nixon. Carolyn Charmaine Roach. Bill Rookyard. Dean Adrian Shedden. Grant Frederick Shields. Michael Ian Smith. Joanne Catherine Stewart. Joanna Catherine Tamplin. David Scott Willis. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Stephen James Smart. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Tricia Diane Cowns. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Peter John Dal Santo. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Kylie Eileen Ives. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Primary and Special Education, Deborah Ann Beckwith. Leonie Bueller. Sharon Joy Carey. Roslyn Edna Kavanagh. Megan Therese Dries. Robin Eyre. Joy Elizabeth Fitness. Denise Morell Hemsley. Simon Richard Hearn. Kelly Ann Kosmala. Simon Francis McLean. Selena O'Brien. David John Roach. Margaret Ann Wilson. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education Primary, Margaret Ann Adams. Brian Alwyn Adamthwaite. Diane Margaret Barney. Peter E. Barney. Jeffrey Bryant. Joanne Lee Burton. Michelle Rose Collins. Judith Christine Connell. Alison Elizabeth Coombs. David Peter Crawford. John Martin Eggett. Patrick Shane Farrell. Rochelle Irene Forbes. Megan Louise Gibson. Carolyn Jeanette Grice. Alison Marie Hargrave. Leslie Joseph Hopton. Jane Virginia Eisen. Catherine Marie Kinsella. Catherine Claire Leeson. Brett Anthony Lynch. Lindy McCallum. Graham Eric McCulloch. Suzanne Elizabeth McGregor. Philippa Ann McKenney. Anne Margaret McLean. Stephen Michael McTaggart. Helen Ruth Moore. Rosemary Elizabeth Payne. Lisa Lillian Power. Louise Ann Roach. Lynn Marie Rose. Kylie Elizabeth Rudgley. Michelle Lee Russell. Deborah Ann Ryan. Mark Brian Spencer. Nicole Louise Thompson. Colin John Trasler. Kim Michelle White. Bruce James Whiting. Susan Jean Whiting. Judith Marjorie Watton. Kieran Elizabeth Wright. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Tina Marie Hodges. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Carolyn Elizabeth Jones. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Glenda K. Mitchell. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Trevor William Whitten. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Andrew Warren Brown. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Bronwyn Ann Gill. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Michelle Lisa Hargrave. And with honours, Class 2, Division 1, Brian Gerald Hughes. And with honours, Class 1, Kylie Ann Govan. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education Science, Timothy Sean Cairns. Andrew John Collins. Scott Andrew Freeman. Trevlin Peter Hallett. Benjamin Lewis Horowitz. Gary John Morgan. Candice Lee Morris. Jonathan Ollis. Kim Louise Priest. Kylie Ann Round. Wendy Joy Simpson. Stephen Guy Smith. Nigel Erin Wells. Mark Andrew Wilton. And with distinction, Susan Vicky Dawson. And with distinction, Janelle Marie Milgate. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Social Sciences and Special Education, Stephen Folger. Kelly Eileen Jarvis. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Education, Social Sciences, Lincoln Vaughan Amity. Susan Lee Beecher. Nicholas Justin Robert Davies. Stuart Ross Elder. Belinda Jane Flood. Anthony John Fox. Andrew Ronald Jones. Leanne Nicole Matthews. Juliette Joyce Nichols. Jason Mark Nottingham. Kelly Ann Phillips. Gillian Lee Preslin. Barry Joseph Priest. Sheridan Michelle Randall. Katerina Stojanovsky. Catherine Innes Taylor. Douglas Adrian Williams. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, David Evan Irwin. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, John Arthur Southern. And with honours, Class 2, Division 2, Keith Thomas.
I now have great pleasure in inviting Miss Kylie Govan to respond on behalf of the graduates. Ms. Govan.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and the stars of today, fellow graduates. Please allow me to begin by saying how honoured I am to have been asked to speak this afternoon on behalf of the graduates. It is a wonderful privilege, and my greatest hope is what I will say will bring each and every graduate the honour that he or she deserves. Those of you who know me know that once I start talking, there's usually no stopping me. However, today I promise to be brief, as I'm sure all of you are eager to celebrate your achievement. To every graduate, I express my warmest congratulations. You would not be here today if it were not for a sincere dedication and commitment over the last 4 years. From my own experiences and from those of the wonderful people in the primary course, I can honestly say that our time at university has been a mixture of hard work, laughter and tears, good times and bad. In addition to the normal pressures associated with studying, many graduates have had to overcome a variety of challenges and barriers. These have included financial problems, living away from home, physical disability, supporting families, and returning to study after many years, as well as trying to find a car park at 8:45 a.m. on a Monday morning. At times I doubted the light at the end of the tunnel. I remember trying to convince myself one night when I had 4 assignments due the following day, that maybe that full-time job at Venture wasn't so bad after all. We have made it, however, and that is something we can be very proud of. For me, the realisation of my dream came on the 23rd of September last year, when I received a phone call saying that I had been given a teaching position at Karoo Public School. From that moment on, I knew that the endless study had all been worthwhile. Usually not a day goes by when I don't think how lucky I am to be working at a fantastic school with wonderful people and 21 of the best, if at times demanding, kindergarten children in the Hunter region. It's hard to believe that we are finally there. I'm sure you can all remember your first day at university, or college as it was then known. I recall sitting in the Griffiths Duncan Theatre, excited about the adventures that lay ahead. Oh yes, I had heard all about campus life, being able to go to the bar at 10 in the morning, and if you didn't make it to a lecture, nobody really worried. You certainly didn't need a note from your parents giving a reason for your absence. And fancy being in a class with about 300 other people. How us primary girls had fun each week eyeing off those young, handsome PE students. Back then I wondered where I would manage to fit any time for study. But we did study, and we studied hard. Along our path to success, countless sacrifices were made. It was during the time at university that you really came to know who your true friends were. They were the ones who would ring you up on a Saturday night at about 7:30 and persuade you to go out, even after you had solemnly promised yourself that you would stay home and start that 2,000-word education essay that was due in on the Monday. You know, the one you had been given about 6 months ago, but had somehow not had a chance to look at it until now. I believe I speak on behalf of every graduate in saying that we could not have achieved our goal without the continual support of those closest to us. I owe so much to my wonderful family and friends who, for as long as I can remember, have given me encouragement, motivation, and the will to achieve my ultimate goal of becoming a primary school teacher. For their emotional support, their financial support, and for just being there, I thank them from the bottom of my heart. I could not have asked for a more wonderful mother or father or grandmother or grandfather. I was also quite lucky during my pracs and internship. I had younger brothers and sisters who were not aware that award wages actually existed. They were quite willing to spend 3 hours cutting out for me for a mere $1. In addition to the support given by family and friends, we have also received endless encouragement and assistance from the university, from the lecturers to the secretaries, from the Huxley Library ladies to the bar staff at the union. All have contributed in some way to our personal and professional development over the last 4 years. In the primary course, we were fortunate to work with wonderful, caring and very sincere people such as Fred Bishop, David Corney, Trevor Fullerton and Bryce James. And I don't think we will ever be able to thank Sandra Surash enough for her tolerance throughout our independent study. At one point, she did actually have us believing that the independent study was not as bad as it was made out to be. Not for long, though. Driving to school yesterday morning, I was quite saddened to hear a news item on the radio which reported on a survey given to tertiary education students who were critical of the relevance of their course to employment in the real world. I believe the role of the university is not to provide us with the knowledge that will enable us to immediately overcome any little obstacle we may encounter during our career, but rather to encourage us in the process of self-discovery and personal knowledge acquisition. My own educational philosophy reflects the value I have gained from my course. We should not be primarily concerned with what to learn, but more importantly, how to learn. An old Chinese proverb probably sums this up best. Give a man a fish and you'll feed him for a day. Teach a man how to fish and you'll feed him for a lifetime. In the past 3 months, I have learnt so much from my 4 and 5-year-olds about myself and about children in general. Probably the most important thing is that life is a collection of moments, and every once in a while we have to stop and enjoy those moments. Otherwise, they will be lost forever. As graduates, it is now up to us to make the most of our qualifications. However, we also need to be critical of the education system and never forget what education is really all about, the children. The rest of our lives begin today. Enjoy the moments and remember that we can't change the world, but we can make a difference in the lives of the children we teach. I wish each and every one of you the very, very best for the future. May all your dreams come true and may your career be all that you hoped it would be. Enjoy your celebrations tonight, you deserve them. And for anyone who does not have anything planned, you're invited to my house for a graduation party. Thank you.
Well, I think you'd all like me to thank Kylie very much for letting us in on the inside story of student life and for making us remember that there is both a serious side and a lighter side to our time here. I now have great pleasure in inviting the Vice-Chancellor to address us. Vice-Chancellor.
Chancellor, Dr. Beard, Ms. Kylie Govan, handsome PE students, ladies and gentlemen. These are things of which I never had the privilege in my own student days, I must say. It's a great pleasure for me to be with you here today. I won't detain you long. And after listening to Kylie Govan, I feel I have hardly anything left to say, really. But I did want to simply say that since taking up my position here some 7 weeks ago, it has been a great pleasure for me to attend the graduations and to be able to be present here today. I'm delighted to be part of the university, and I congratulate all the graduates today who, like all of us here on the stage, are committed to education in some form or in some special way. I've made my remarks in print on page 11 and I won't reiterate them. I'll make a couple of points though. It's to say we sometimes forget the simple things like the fact that we live in a democracy, that we have the freedom to control our own governments by our own votes. And for the exercise of that freedom, we need above all an educated citizenry. That is why the discipline of education is so important to political freedom. And that is why the ancient Greeks in their city-states in 500 BC, 400 BC and so on, saw the importance of educators being appointed by the town council who were to show no favour either to the rich or poor in dispensing their knowledge. Education is crucial to the exercise of freedom. Ms. Govan has spoken about the importance of teaching the practice of fishing rather than simply giving a person a fish. How true that is. All of us now have a training which gives us a flexibility of outlook and of possibilities which may well be necessary in the future. It's not an easy world out there now, as we all know, and flexibility above all is called for. With a trained mind, you have the ability to apply yourself to a number of tasks, and it's probably going to be necessary to keep those sorts of options open. In conclusion, I've chosen to be enigmatic in any advice that I might give you, and so have quoted the piece of Jewish wisdom from the book of Ecclesiastes: "The race is not to the swift." Now, wisdom literature across the world usually comes to us in the form of allegories or enigmas. There's nothing that closes down the process of thought so much as clarity. an enigma will give you something to think about for the rest of your life. The race is not to the swift, then to whom is it? Well, maybe it's to the persistent, to the tenacious, or other things that you may care to think about. But this piece of wisdom teaches us that success is not always success. It may only be apparent success. And failure is not always failure. It may be the beginning of a new set of opportunities. Graduates, I congratulate you today, and I'm delighted to be with you.
As this ceremony draws to a conclusion, I would now extend to everyone present an invitation to join the university in taking tea in the University Union after we leave this hall. And now declare this ceremony closed. Thank you.